Yeah. Someone got past the brain scorcher. What risk does this pose in the zone? I can't talk, seriously. You guys have to deal with it. I can't talk.
It's hard to say. To answer that question, I would need to know what's in the center of the zone. Some say the monolith, others say the wish granter. The more unpretentious ones dream about fields of rare artifacts. I was at the power plant myself, a young specialist at the time, but I don't know what's there now. What I can say is that the Scorcher appeared for a reason. It prevents the center of the zone from being reached. People cannot go beyond the brain scorcher.
S.T.A.L.K.E.R does in Shadow of Chernobyl. Is there a real way to pass the Scorcher? Even a theoretical chance?
I didn't think so until the large emission. Hell, nobody thought so. However, if you consider the emissions to be a defensive reaction, then the answer is obvious. Someone made it through the Scorcher, and the emission was the zone's response. And since the emissions haven't stopped, whoever it was must still be alive. The zone is trying to get them, and it's killing everything that's alive in the process.
Oh, I kind of zoned out. What is the danger of such frequent emissions?
I know a lot about the zone, but I can't share everything with you. You'll just have to trust me on some things. A system, any system, needs to be in equilibrium. The zone is unstable right now, and this instability is increasing. If the constant emissions aren't stopped, the zone will become so unstable that a new disaster will occur. Which brings us to what Clear Sky is doing. We are trying to prevent that disaster.
Prevent the disaster? You're not even strong enough to fight off bandits.
You're right. But we do know how to prevent a disaster and stop the emissions. And that means something.
Lots of confidence you got there. So what's the plan?
We have to find out who was in the center of the zone and stop them at any price.
And why are you telling me this, of all people?
There's a strange connection between you and the zone. On the one hand, every new emission gradually kills you. On the other hand, you survive in situations where others don't stand a chance. My gut feeling tells me that your abilities, your gift, your curse, call it what you will, they mean you can get through places that others wouldn't even dream of. And at the moment, we need to act very quickly.
Not sure I want to jump right in the thick of things. Why do I have to take part in this?
I knew you'd ask that. The answer is simple. If the emissions aren't stopped, your nervous system will burn out and you'll die. Help us and you'll save yourself. Now this may sound like a line from a corny movie, but you really don't have a choice.
Looks like my options are pretty limited.
Unfortunately, yes. So, will you help us?
Sure. Yes. I mean, what else am I gonna do? No. Yes.
Then listen carefully. We have made use of all our contacts and connections in the zone. As a result, we know that a certain stalker at the cordon was asking Sidorovich about some very strange components. That's all we have for the moment. But it's a lead.
Oh, I keep zoning out. That'll be fine. How'd I reach the cordon?
Through the swamps, of course. How else? But remember what I said. After the emission, a whole army of all kinds of scum turned up in the area. Now they control almost everything. We are under siege, and I'm not exaggerating one bit. So before we can help you get to the cordon, we have to regain control of the swamps. And with your help, I think we should be able to do it.
Understood. The cordon is where you start off in Shadow of Chernobyl. The traitor, Sidorovich, whatever his name is, that's the first guy you see. The game starts off with him, with you in front of him. And what this, I have 3 candles next to me, and it makes it even creepier because they're just flickering on my screen. It's kind of freaky. Wait a minute, reaching the Great Swamps is easy. Your guides will lead you out. But if you want to actually survive there, you'll need to learn about the current tactical situation or PDA's new features. So if you're curious about any of that, just ask. What's the tactical situation like? In a word, shit. In 2, deep shit. Our fighters can hardly hold the Great Swamps. They're being constantly pushed back by bandits and monsters. The enemy simply outnumber us. What must be done to gain control over the swamps? Reduce the enemy's numbers. Or to put it simply, shoot down as many as possible of those who are shooting at us. If we don't, our fighters will have no chance of securing the swamps. What are you doing here? Trying to get some rest, assembling pieces of information the guys bring me, consulting on Valley and the leader. You see, we guides are clear skies, eyes, and ears of the swamps. Tell me about my PDA's new features.
Your main guide is the objective section. Your main objective is displayed here, together with a selected additional objective. There can be several additional objectives which you can cycle through using these buttons. Most objectives are also displayed on the map, with the exception of rare occasions when your objectives cannot be located.
Like underground, I think.
We will need your help with not only destroying the enemy, but also capturing key positions. In these situations, our fighters will be grateful if you provide covering fire as they capture a position. By the way, don't ignore calls for help. Our boys' lives could be at stake. Hovering over a mark on the map will display additional information. In addition to your objectives, friendly units and identified enemies will also be displayed on the map.
Awesome.
Okay, as I'm sure you understand, our main objective is to establish control over the swamps. And that means a war against the aggressor. This section allows you to access tactical information about combat operations at any time. Information about your current faction is displayed on the left. Right now, that's us. Clear Sky.
Yes, clear sky.
Information about the main enemy is displayed on the right. This shows our approximate combat strength. This shows how many fighters we have. And this is our equipment supply.
Nothing.
Similar indicators are also shown for our enemy. Finally, this field allows you to see the current strategic mission, as well as tactical objectives that must be achieved in order to complete the strategic mission. Completed strategic missions will be displayed at the bottom. The last tab allows you to view your current relations with all factions, as well as each faction's combat strength.
Sweet freedom.
Your
duty.
personal stats are also displayed here. That's pretty much it.
Alright. Well, what can you offer me? Your payment's well worth the loot in the safe and swamps. How much is that gonna send me back? 2,000. What's actually in there? Oh, G7B grenade, anti-radiation drugs. I'm not interested. Up to you. Alright, bye. Okay. That's pretty annoying actually. The last one was in tab and it was pretty useful. I have not been playing for 3 hours, maybe 3 game hours. Alright, what is this? Base. Whatever. Oh, damn it. Is that the cordon? No. Is that the cordon? That's gotta be. That has to be the cordon right here. Or else is it? This could be it. Stalkers. Yeah, this is the cordon. I think. Where can I zoom? Oh, now I can. Oh, it's the other way. Okay, I'm gonna save right here. Yeah, I was using a test save. Alright, first set. But you're not recording just right now, quick. Alright, I'm gonna call it here. It's a bit late. Most of this set has been me, was me fixing settings and such, but who cares? I have to check out sound in this. It's probably too loud. Who cares? You can hear it fine. It's just not me hearing. Hopefully I'll get another setup tomorrow. No, I'm a fan of Stalker, so yeah. So see you guys. I'm out.